Going live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's live breakfast with Max live. And yes, breakfast with Max live, and Max realizes that he forgot something. He forgot something. Right, so welcome everyone, and I will repeat the welcome in a couple of seconds because there are other people joining. Yes, and can you guess who's joining? Yes, yeah, because I don't know. Oh, it seems it's not working. Hi, are we live? Okay, let me see. There we are. Oh, yes, I am live. So let me see. Hehe, right. Okay, guys, so it seems that we are live after all. So let me go back here and say hello to our friends from the internet. Well, let me see. Right? It's not easy to have the right light, the right thing. Nothing's right. Well, we're going like that anyway. Okay. YouTube doesn't work. Guys, I need to know if I am live or not. So you need to tell me because this is not good enough. Honestly. Okay? So you want to put publicity here? Put your fucking publicity if you want, but it has to work. Right. That's me. I'm live. I want to see myself live. Don't give it to me. Okay, it's not working. Okay. Well, I have to do it blindly, so I'm live, but I don't know if I'm live. I guess I'm live because they say I'm live, but right? Technology is working today, as always. Thank you, Rush. It's just that I cannot see. It's not giving me the live, so I have absolutely no idea. But anyway, we're going to do it anyway because we're awesome and we can do everything, even when technology doesn't follow us. So, right now, okay. What is the thing about today? I'm going to talk about what? About working the worth. So, are you worth? Do you have any value? Good question. We're going to talk about that. So next, first of all, let me see. Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to your worth. Okay, now let me share this before we really get started. So yes, here I am. I want you to come in like that. As always, it's never planned. It's just in the moment. Even though it's not true, it was planned because during the day I could feel the presence, and so I knew that something was going to happen tonight. So this right. Then you just go for it. So we are building really something great, I think, around here. And there is so much more that we can discover and that we have to talk about, bring in and share and offer. We are just scrapping the beginning of, right? It's not the beginning, but we have been in this I think in these last 2 years for me, and it has been a wonderful discovery and never-ending story of new things coming in, new discovery of the self, and it's um, it's the most wonderful experience that you can do. It's the discovery of the self, the discovery of creation, and go with it fully into it, and follow it, and um, and so this discovery of the self comes with the acknowledgement, the understanding to this of the self-worth. And I have a question, a very important question for everyone, which is, can you give me a number for your worth? How much do you think you are worth? 1,000? 1 million? 1 billion? 2 trillions? 1 billion of a billion of a billion? 1 universe? 2 universes? How much? Put it in numbers. Right? Tell me, how much? Oh, right? Many people say everyone has a price. Well, if that is the value, give me that value. How much are you worth? Right? Can you give it? Have you an idea of your worth? And can you give it? Can you give? Can you? If I ask you, give me your worth, can you even put your mind into giving that worth, into putting it into words, into numbers, into anything? Are you able to do that? Are you willing to do it? Do you think there is a reason for doing it? And do you think that maybe you are already doing it? Maybe without you really being aware of you doing the worth calculation, think of giving yourself a value or something like that, right? Are you doing it already, or how does it work? Have you an idea about these things, right? Because the question, it's interesting to be asked, and it's interesting to have people actually, right, trying to think about worth, because it's something that, right, it's easy to run away from, not wanting to really face it. Worth, number, money. Am I worth it? Money. Give me your money. Right. Yes. So let's see. Okay, I've been trying to be nice up until now, and I haven't gone straight to the punching in the face. I hope you have not. I don't care. You do whatever you want. But um, I've invited you to to think about a value that you can give to yourself. And I guess some have tried to think about a number or to have a identification of your worth. And well, and if you have done that, mm, if you have done that, we have a lot of work to do on your worth because clearly you have no worth. Yeah. No one that has worth will ever quantify their worth because your worth cannot be quantified. There is no quantity in it, there is no value in it. Or your worth is. Let me repeat it. You are worth. You are worthy. Do you get it? Hmm. It's a human experience where you enter into the quantity, uh, the need of performance, the need of bringing something on the table, the need of doing something in order to have something. Or if I do this, I will be worth something else. I will have worth. If I win this race, I will be worth. I will have an identity. I will be able to look in the face someone else. I will be at the same level of the biggest names out there. Hmm? Okay, right. This is what we receive as a education, what we learn, right? Right. Okay, so you can take your education, and the best thing you can do with your education is wash your ass and throw it in the toilet and then wash it up away, right? That's what you can do with your education, with your learning at school and this kind of thing. That's the value you can give to that if you have to give a value to that, because you have learned nothing except one thing. You have learned that you have no value. That's what they teach you to school, because that's what they tell you at school. You have no worth. Oh, if you are not exceeding the expectations, which means that you have to have more than 100%, you're not doing it right. It's not enough. You have to go to the university with the uh, laude, right? Receiving the highest rates possible, because right, you have to work your ass off into becoming the best of the best, or you will not be worth. And anyway, you're not worth anyway. You don't deserve anything, right? Oh, and don't forget, the biggest president of the United States that ever existed, JFK, said, don't ask what America can do for you, ask what you can do for America, because you are just a piece of shit. America is valuable. You're not valuable. So you have to be happy to be able to give something for America, and don't ask anything, because you're worth nothing. America, it's too good for you. Just give. And that's your biggest president ever. That's why he was killed, by the way. It's one of the reasons why he was killed, probably, so that he will stop saying that shit that he was saying. And yeah, so, well, no, it was not killed for that, obviously, but it was just but right, that's what you learn, and it's not just school, is society, is everything, and you have depression, and then, well, yeah, you come out of that with a really little notion of the self, a little notion of your worth, and of yourself. Yes, and yeah, Rush, you're totally right. Even if you win that race, you still are a rat. Yeah, exactly. Because it's never good enough. Never, ever, ever, ever. And you can see it with in your relationships with well, your family, for instance. Can you ever satisfy your parents? Can you ever satisfy members of your family? Are there are you looking for a validation? Are you receiving that validation? Were they happy with your school results? Were they accepting you for whatever, right? But then, are they the one that have to accept you, or are you the one that has to accept you, right? It's these things can be seen in many ways, but in the end of the day, the the only thing that matters, and the only thing that should be there, is the way you value yourself, and what you take with yourself is that value does not exist. And it's the way, right? It's the human experience. Clearly, the creator does not ask, right? He doesn't have a notion of value, or a notion of what is this? Oh, the creator doesn't have a notion of value. The creator is, again, right? The creator is. Your value is, you are worth. So the creator is, and the creator is even not worth, because the creator is. It's built in. It comes with all of the creator. So the idea that the creator has to even, right, lift themselves up to the standard of the value of whatever, no, that it's the human experience, the worth, the value, the wealth, it's the human experience. It stays there. So it's a human experience to get there, where you realize your worth, or you realize you're not worth, because the child doesn't have that notion of I am or I am not. The child learns. What? The human experience. Because when the child was born, the child didn't have those notions. The child even didn't have the notion of female, male. That notion comes later on, and it's a notion that you receive. It's not a notion that you have, that you are expressing, right? It's the human experience. Male, female, it's a human experience. And it's not born with the burning being, the birth being, right? So so the human is taught to devalue the self, which gives what? Human experience. It's all always going around that notion and that movement of human experience. In the end, that's where we are. And we are here to have that experience because we want to have that experience. So you know that you want to be in that. You're questioning. You're looking for something. You're needing for something. It's the human experience. I'm giving myself that experience that I, as a co-creator, enter into and allow the existence. I'm creating it. So that's the part that's of the story where you realize, oh, it's me. I am having this experience. It's not anyone else's experience. So then it also means that if you learn the unworthiness, you also can then learn the worthiness. And it's probably not easy, right? To pass, to bypass, or to, no, not bypass, but to let go of this learning, what you've learned, and then go into your new realization of the self. So you enter into the discovery. You are then able to have that new path, that is the path of the reconstruction of the human experience in a in what is worthiness, in what is your worth. You are able to build your new human experience, the human experience of the rebirth, of the remembering, of the discovery, of the becoming. What you have always been, what you have always known, what you have always been. But then you need to remember it. So you need to relearn it. You need to rediscover it. However, you have always been that. It's what is fascinating into your experience as a human being is that you need to remember what you already are. You need to accept it. You need to enter into this and say, well, that's me. Hi. I am. Right? And you will repeat I am 100,000 billions of time until the day you will even not say I am anymore, because you will just be occupied in being it, right? Not saying it, being it. Is as I was saying before, this journey is a journey that when you accept to enter into this journey, it's the most amazing, the most fascinating, the most demanding also, because it's when you are in the middle of I am not, is it true, isn't it not, uh who, am I, who, what, right? What should I, and now and then what? Well, yeah, doubts every time, you have some doubts. Where are the proofs? There are no proofs. Oh, but then, oh, that guy there is saying that there are proofs. So there are proofs. No, there aren't. But they say there are proofs. We have proofs that there is a mathematical equation for time. They say that there are proofs that proofs for everything. So who's right? Who's wrong? You choose. It's your choice. It's always your choice. You can go with the science, or you can go with the religion, or you can go with the spirituality, or you can go with the stars, or anything else. In fact, there isn't really anything else to do than to choose for yourself. Now, um, the best choice is always the choice of the self, the choice of the worth, of the self-worth, of the realization of you, of the acceptation of you, and to let go anything else. Anything that says that you are not enough, it's not good. Anything that says that you are bad, it's not good. Everything that tries to bring you down, it's not good. Anything that tries to tell you that you have to give everything you have for nothing, it's not good. Anything that says that when you do the best you can, it's still not enough, it's not good. Anything that asks you of anything is not good. Making the choice of the self, making the choice of you, allowing your worth, accepting your worth is right. It's always you taking the perspective of you, taking just you. And letting go of any notion that you may need. You need nothing. There is no need, because you are already enough. You. Right? When you enter into the notion of worth, and that becomes your nature in the moment, that's all you need. Right? Questions: how do I do that? How do I become worth? What do I have to do? Do I have to meditate? Do I have to make affirmation every morning in front of the mirror? Do I need to eat better? Do I need to right? I am. It's all you want. I am. When you ask, what do I need to do? You are looking for a identity. You are looking for identify yourself. That's not I am. That's the human experience of searching for the human, trying to assess the human and give the human a position of eternity. Because the human, the ego, the human experience, you're afraid of dying. You are afraid that you're running out of time. So you are running after time in order to be able to do everything you want to do, because once time is over, you disappear, you die. See? It's a great notion, but right, you you need to have the that thing, right? That fear living. I I want I want to know. Am I going? I uh, uh, am I gonna die? Hmm. Because that's your fear. All of your fear. That is your fear. Forget all the rest. That's your fear. That's the resume. That's what the sum of all of your fears. Dying. Am I gonna die? Am I gonna disappear? Is this ending someday? Oh, right. There's people saying, no, 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 I'm not fearing that. No, no, really, no. I'm having lifting. I'm trying to stay young. Yes, but I'm trying to stay young because we have to stay young. Huh? No, it's not a way to cheat death. It's not a way to stop time. No, 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 no. I don't do that to stop time. No, I'm not fearing it. I absolutely not fearing death. The aesthetic surgery, no, no, no. It's not a fear of death. No, no, no. The liftings, no, no, no. The putting yourself in couple with younger people, it's not. No, no, no. It's just that younger people are younger, right? Yeah, absolutely nothing to do with that. Where is death in there, right? No, 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 no. We don't fear death. We act in a certain way, but that way we act, it's not because we have any fear of that. It's just right. All right. Okay. Why not? Oh, I was tired of my wife. She was getting older. Okay. Right. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. We believe you. Well, we don't care actually, but right. Okay. When you will start being honest with yourself, we will be having an exchange. We will talk about these things. When you will decide to admit your fears and maybe face them, well, we'll see. Anyway, right? Yes, you are telling yourself stories of fears and this kind of things, but the end of it is that you are fearing death. And that fear is what leads you in many ways. The discovery of you, as a creator being, etc., etc. Yes, that's fine. That's great. Oh yeah, I am creator. Creator, 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 and then, but I still gonna die. And if I die, who's gonna do the things that I wanted to do? And who's gonna, and where am I going? The ego doesn't know where it's going. So all of this is built around that fear of the ego not being eternal, and the ego believing that, well, when we die, well, we die. I will not be there anymore. I will disappear, right? And so you build all a reality around that fear. And you build a reality where you run away from anything because you say, I'm gonna die. We're gonna die. Don't talk to strangers. Don't. Strangers, bad, bad, bad. Okay. The ego, the personality, the identity. Do you think that this is going where? Time doesn't exist. Except that you build time, you create time, right? But even that, it's not existing because there is no time, even in the creation of time. Time is not existent, except that you are having the experience of linearity that you don't have because you do not have that. It's not linear. So even in that, time is failing you. So time being a experience at best. If time doesn't exist, do you think that this goes where? Do you think that this experience that you are having now and all the other nows, do you think it goes that where once you have experienced it? And do you think it came from where? As there is no time, as there is no structure, as there is nothing that is built exactly the way you perceive it, as this is only a illusion, a thought, where do you think this is going once the thought has been had? Right? But here is the thing, is that the thought never goes away, cannot go away, because time doesn't exist. The notion of going away, the notion of disappearing, the notion of not being there anymore because the moment has passed, but the moment cannot pass because the notion of passing is the notion of time. But time, even though you have an experience of time, time is not real. Because it's you putting together all of this, and that is what creates time. Time is not pre-existing. It's the experience you are creating that gives you time. But you have the notion of time being something external to you, existing out there, that, oh, he's there. Oh, hello, I'm time. Let's have fun now. No. So you are going nowhere. This is staying exactly here and now, forever and ever, never ending, stays here, going nowhere, always here, forever. So the notion of you saying, oh, I'm gonna die. No. You see, this is the notion of forever. You go exactly nowhere because there is no forever, there is a never ending now. So the problem of being fearing of time is what? A human experience. And it remains in the human experience, and the ego is the human experience. So the ego is fearing death. The human experience is what? It's time, and time is what is lack, and lack is what? The ego. Oh, wow. So all that is in there is a experience of unworthiness. It's an experience of lack. It's an experience of searching a meaning that is time, but time is lack. So there is no meaning. So there is nothing you can really discovering in that in that experience except the lack. So you are saying that the human experience remains what? Lackful, unachieved? Hmm. Can it go away? No, it keeps going. How? Keeps going where? Nowhere. In lack, maybe. But certainly not away. Why? There is no away. Oh, because all of those notions are notions that need what? Time, because going away means that you need to go somewhere. Going somewhere needs time because it takes time to go somewhere, but there is no time, so you can go nowhere. You are always here. Da, da. Hmm. So we are still and always being into what? The human experience that is giving us a human experience, and being in the human experience means that you are forever having a human experience, so you cannot die. No, 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 no. But, and you'll say, but. All right, gives us the but, the lack. Okay, give us the lackful question, but we do die, and that is real. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is real. In the human experience. Yes, in the human experience, you die. Mm-hmm. But is it your experience? Can you answer that question? Is that your experience? Or is it the experience of seeing you dying? Or is it the experience, the human experience of the lack of you, which is what? A lackful experience. I'm missing you. Since you died, I'm missing you. I'm crying every day. I watch our favorite movie every day. And I cry. I miss you. Yeah, so the human experience is an experience of a lot of lack, which is the experience you are having, right? It's not that it's the lack. Remember, the lack is not wrong. The lack is not bad. Is simply your experience, the human experience, and you are here to experiencing. Why build all these if you can't experience lack? Because you're not going to experience lack when you are aware of the creator. When you are in the creator, there is no lack. There is only I am. So you need to have a whole experience pretending not to be the creator in order to experience lack. So as you see, you're not wrong. You're not doing it wrong. You are in need of this lack in order to discover what lack is, what what negation of creation is, what missing something means, right? Missing what? The opportunity, missing another being, missing missing you, missing a lot of things, because you miss everything. Everything that you could have right now, you have to wait time in order to have them. So yes, time is so lackful. It cannot be in any other way, because I mean, as a creator being, you can have everything now. You don't need to wait. And you are having everything now, except that you are not giving yourself the experience of this now being now. You give yourself the experience of this, the now where you obtain something, to be another time. Now it's not the time. So you have to wait, right? So, as you see, your worth, the building your worth that you do not need to create, it's already there, your worth. But your worth is the same thing as anything else, is that it's here, your worth, except that you are not seeing it. You are not looking at your worth. You cannot see your worth, right? Unless you have a mirror, and in that case you have something watching back to you. You have a being watching back to you, but that being that is watching you, that thing in the mirror, is it you? How can you know that it's you? Because can you see yourself outside of the mirror, or anything that is reflecting a image of you? But is that image of you really you? Or is it a being that is moving the way you think you are moving, that is mimicking you? Is that a universe, or what is in the mirror is what is really watching? And you think you are watching in the mirror the reflection of you, and in fact it's the reflection that is watching you? So, who's watching whom? No one is watching anyone, because all of this is built in, is a thought, is a projection, is you projecting this. No one is watching anything. This is created. It's not watched. So your worth cannot be defined. Your worth cannot be an idea, cannot be created. Your worth cannot be really learned, except that you can learn not to validate your worth. You can believe that you have no worth. You can believe that you have to do something or to achieve something in order to have worth. You can believe a lot of things. They remain beliefs, but the human experience is built on beliefs. So it's the human experience to not believe in your worth, and then it's the human experience to understand it and to learn to accept the worth. Because hi Angie. Yes, yeah, but yeah, right, the joke is good, however you're not watching me. No, you're not watching me. You're not watching this. No one is watching this. You are having the experience of watching this. Yes. You are having the human experience that you are watching this, but you're not watching in reality. As you are creating this, and then you tell yourself the story that you are watching it, but you're not watching. But yeah, and your human experience is the experience of watching this. This is the human. You're not human. Remember. So, the worth that you are, right? These things, all these notions, right? The I am of the creator I am creates a experience. This experience is human. So jump into the human experience, or focuses in the human experience. But the human experience is an experience of lack. Okay, it's built in that way, even though there is no lack in reality. The reality is not lackful. Why? Because everything is here. Everything is here. So there is no lack in reality. But the perception of it is lack. The human experience is lack. But the lack is what is being blind of the abundance that is there. It's being blind of your wealth. The wealth that is there. All of that, all the abundance, all of what you are is there. It's here now. The human is not seeing it because the human doesn't see it, because the human it's how the human is built, is that the human doesn't see things. It will be too easy if we could, right? It's even not a question of being easy. These experiences created to have this, so to go through this, and then 22, it's yeah. And now, right, once you are able to accept your lack, your unworthiness, your shit, and then you move into, right, now the experience is there. I see the experience, and the human experience will stay there. I'm human, so I will still experience these things. But now I'm building my experience. I'm bringing my experience to become something else, something different, a experience where I let go of the lack, I let go of those things, and now I literally focus the human experience into abundance, into worth. Why? Because the human experience of lack is one way of experiencing it. It's what we have chosen up until now. But it's not all of it, right? It's not all of the limitations that we see in human are the lack. It's the experience we have been having up until now. But here is the secret, that all of those that sell you ascension as becoming better, ascension is not becoming better. You cannot become better. There is no better, right? Ascension is something else. It's vibration, is energy, is focus, is many things, but it's not better, it's not up there, it's here. You are the third dimension, you are the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh dimension, whatever. So the human experience, if seen as the experience only of lack, only of unworthiness, only of, if you see that like that, it's limitation. Well, which is what you are experience in that way of experiencing the human experience. But the human experience is exactly, has exactly everything that any other experience has. The limitations are a choice. Then you let go of those limitations and you say, I'm not limited. I open up to unlimited. I open up to worth. I open up to wealth. I open up to all there is, to the Creator. And I discover that the human experience is completely different from what I thought the human experience was. That is the thing about the human experience. The limitation is a choice. The limitation is in time. The limitation is what you build as an experience. And then, once you decide that it's all right, that you want to go discover yourself in a different way, you can, as human, because you are human and you will stay human. Your experience is human. You focus as human and you will stay human. Creator, though. So that your human experience is not a experience of less than. It's not an experience of unworthiness. That is the belief system. That is the choice. Then you let go of that. Because you learned that, because you were told of it, or right? Because you were told, oh, this is the way you have the human experience. As a human, you have to do things this way. As a human, you have to go to school, then to have achievement at school, finish school with a lot of diploma and this and that, and you have to keep doing that because you have to have so much knowledge. And then you go and you have a job, and then possibly you marry, you have children, and then you get older with the job, with the children leave, and then you get older and older, and you die. That's how you have the human experience. Okay, why not? It's working. It's not that it's not working. Many are having that experience. Many beings are that experience, right? It's a way of being. It's not wrong. It's a great way of having a life. But you are a creator. You are God. You are more than just a predestined or pre-thought path of human life that has to be formatted in that way because you have to keep the species going. So you absolutely have to be a man, a woman with children, so that the species doesn't need you. It doesn't need you, really. It doesn't, right? It's like America doesn't need you. France doesn't, China doesn't need, Japan doesn't need you. You're not needed. You're not the savior. I mean, you can have the experience, right? You can give yourself any experience you want. That experience is real. Everything is real. Everything is happening. But it's an experience. It remains in the experience. And then, well, right? Great. Anyway, you see, the thing that you can choose to bring with you is the notion of you having your worth built in. And no matter what your life has been up until now, your memory, because your life is your memory actually, no matter what your memory is of your experiences in the past, what you remember, because anyway, you don't remember the same thing every day, but or every year or whatever, and most of the time you even forget everything. You forget your life, most of it, because it's not relevant, because it's not there. And then suddenly they say, oh, you remember in 1978, you remember the dress that you were wearing when we were at the disco meeting for the first time. You had a yellow dress with licorns, pink licorns in it. It's 1978. Remember, I'm talking about 1978. The 70s were really very crazy. So a yellow dress with licorn, but with pink licorns are not out of time. Right. Do you remember that dress? And suddenly you remember. Oh yeah, I remember, yes. You didn't know the fuck of that dress, but suddenly you remember. Yeah. That's how it works. So memory is really created in the moment. So your life is created in the moment, but it's real. It's still, the experiences are real. The dress is real. Yeah, it's terrorism, but it's real. Anyway, right? Your worth, it's, and no matter whatever the story is, no matter if you have the impression that you have failed your life, that you are a failure, maybe you feel that way because you say, oh, my parents expected so big things from me. They wanted me to be a doctor, a lawyer, a politician, president, or whatever, and I am just a comedian. What a deception. That bullshit. It absolutely doesn't matter. Nothing. Your worth is not measured. Your worth is your worth. Your existence is your worth. Your being here is your worth. Your being here means that the universe exists. The fact that you are here means that it means the world, it means the universe, it means everything. Everything, and absolutely doesn't matter what the story is. Absolutely doesn't matter. You exist because you exist. You exist because you are worth. You exist because you are. The rest is a story that you are telling yourself. That's all it is. All there is. It's a story. Hansel the Greater, Cinderella, Snow White. It's exactly the same thing, right? These fantasy things, Grimm or Anderson, right? These tales. In another reality, you are the fairy tale. So, right? These things are, right? You are. That's all that matters. And the fact that you are, it means the universe. It means everything, literally everything. So it's time to change the tune. And it's time for you to start seeing your worth, seeing you. And I mean, you don't see yourself, but I mean, metaphorically, right? In the idea of, I am, be it, because you are. All right. That being said, we're going to leave you and we are going to say goodbye. Go out there and be you. There is nothing better. There is nothing more exciting. There is nothing more than being you. We love you and we say goodbye and up until next time.